Thank you for the day, God. Thank you for the serenity to accept the things I couldn't change, the courage to change the things that I could, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you. Amen. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, all you mother cluckers. Let's make today a good day.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the
What's up, everybody? So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, all you mother cluckers. See if I can make it up in chat. Scat Pack, Blue Butterfly, No Quarter, Roni, Miss Tammy, Dusty, Big Dusty, Little Dusty, Rabid Coyote. What's up? KP Heathen in the house. I'm getting there. What's up, Michael? Battlefield Productions. So what's up, everybody? I decided I was going to take a lunchtime break. I put on a shirt. That way I don't get to laugh at my man boobs. Plus, in 2025, I don't know how that could be translated. That might be misinterpreted, like, somebody might assume something. So I got the cover done. I don't know if y'all can really see that. Let's see. Yahoo! There we go. So I got the little awning part done. Now my next chore is to figure out how I'm going to get that up to the top of that and above it. So that's my chore. Moved into the new home. All right. I started to message you, but yeah, we were so, man, it's been a crazy weekend, son. Let me tell you. Got the tomato plants transplanted into the buckets. They're on the porch at the moment. And the bank she's at had a pool party, so I finally decided to go. Didn't really want to, but I don't know. I just did. Make her feel better. Got some of the yard mowed. The storm that came in, we've had a couple of storms come in. Rain is just. I was talking to somebody about what had gone down over in the hill country, and man, we've been under a flood watch since the beginning of the year. But that's where you're at when you live off of a river. These are things to keep in mind. Always remember the flow of water. Hudson Valley prepping. Afternoon, sir. Afternoon. But yeah, man, it just, now that my intro is done, I'll turn my music back on. Savagely, what's up? I don't know. Crazy weekend. Busy, all the rain. Anyway, we've been under a flash flood, but I don't. So here's my, just 2 cents, dude. You take it. I'm not preaching to nobody. I just throw general knowledge I might have, and here's the way I see things, and you just run with it, throw it to the thing, go, wow, batshit crazy. It don't matter. Uh, man, anytime you live around a stream of water, so one, you need to be very well aware of the flow. Okay, the flow of that river. Where is it? And then the elevation. Your elevation compared to that river elevation compared to upstream's elevation, because you can foretell some things if you know what's coming. And like decades ago, when we had our big major flood down here and flooded everything, knocked streets out of whack, on the river just rerouted itself. Well, it was a lesson learned. But one thing, first thing I did was check elevation. And so where the dam that was releasing all this water, I checked my elevation with them, and I'm not far off from them. So that dam will go underwater before the house actually gets underwater. Now it might be in a total little island right here on this knoll, boxed in, but hey, that is what it is. Yeah, KP. Well, dude, I'm as ready as I'm going to be. My only concern nowadays, ever since that last hurricane and knocked the house the way it did, is the house condition. Getting through it and eating and what. I've been there, done that. It is what it is. My main and only really concern is the holding up of the house. Other than that, I'm good. Dude, you know what? You got wood all around you, but see, one thing I will say, because I've kind of thought about, well, how could I talk to people? And I realized that I think that so many people forget that what they're describing is viable in their area and their surroundings, and their assets that they have access to, and terrain, and all that plays in. I can say I realized years ago, when with some of the other channels, and kind of I was tripping out over that whole prepping thing, and people were explaining to me, I'm going, well, you just go down to the creek and get you some water. Well, see, I realize nowadays, man, that was so easy for me to say, but that's not viable for everybody. But yeah, I mean, I can literally get on the damn lawnmower and go right down there to the creek, and that's artesian water. So it's not that it's actually, we do collect from the landscape, terrain, elevation flows, but that lake right up there that we have in our little area right here, it's a private lake and it's artesian fed. So I could sit here and man, I could pump out all kinds of stuff, but it wouldn't be rational for everybody. Mad Shag, greetings from the Erie Coast. Greetings from the Gulf Coast, sir. Skull. Skull. I don't know. One day I'm panel with you. I'm gonna have to get you to say that the proper way. Skull or skull sounds like a skull, but I think you're supposed to roll the A, aren't you? Like skull. Oh no. And what is it? Vision says the professor can teach me. But I just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm about as ready. That's dude. Every rainstorm. That's all I was tripping out on this weekend with the rain. Rain is a concern. Rain with wind, big concern. Just some wind. I don't really sweat so much. Hey, Miss Billy. And so that's when it comes to the whole hurricane, because that's what did it the last time, man. We got so much rain. We were just saturated. So everything was just, man, we like had so much rain. And then all of a sudden, here comes the hurricane. And it's like, oh, shit, dude. And you bring more rain with some strong ass winds. And next thing you know, the whole house just shifts. And it's like, ah, shit. Okay. So, yeah, got the generator, got propane, got grub. Hell, we got wood out here. I still got a bunch of damn limbs I got to clean up. So, shit goes too wrong, just break that shit up and go out there and grab the good old cast iron, throw it in the coals. Whew, man. So hopefully y'all had a good weekend. You made a good weekend. Sorry if I missed any of your stuff, Shad and Hudson. Wild Dragon, bong on, sir, bong on. Skull. Roger that, sir. Skull. PJ, afternoon, morning. I think my weather is about done for the summer. It's time to bring the heat. It's 11 a.m. It's already 104 here. Going to be a warm one. Oh, hell, Savage. Dude, it's so humid here. It's unbelievable. It's like, it's thick. You just want to cut through the humidity. Son had his battle drills all weekend, so it's quiet around here. Hell yeah. Can't we all just hit a bong? Can't we all just hit a bong and get along? A poet and didn't know it. Ain't no good in an evil-hearted woman. Woo, man. Yeah, it's been a rather active weekend. Enjoyed being outside, and boy, I feel so exhausted. Like yesterday evening, I was just burnt, dude. By the time we got done with the transplanting of the tomatoes, all that bending over and then digging, doing, here, okay, up and down there, cage, all the good shit. And it's like, and I told her, I said, I'm going to have nightmares now because, see, at some point, these have to go off of that porch and off onto that little tomato table bench thing or whatever the hell you want to call that goofy ass thing I made. I don't know. I just made shit up. And, yeah, little smoke, but won't inhale. Food upon the table. Forces it in the pain. Yeah, okay. I don't reply to jack shit. By the way, any lurkers or anybody, that has my number, because, and then shit just kind of seemed to, I guess, went south. And, it's cool to fuck with rescue. But just so you know, dude, I don't answer messages from numbers I don't know. I don't answer the phone from numbers that I already had listed or somebody hadn't already told me they're going to call. So all the little spam calling shit means jack shit, just so you know. But I appreciate the effort. Rescue, just fake it till you make it. It's weird because in my younger years, I used to roll with that. I don't roll that way no more. I realize that has been so misinterpreted. Hey, Miss Jane, did somebody say hi to Miss Jane? Did I miss Miss Jane coming in? I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Jane. Sorry, I was just talking a line of shit. Midnight show. We'll give the spam calls an E and effort, right? Oh, dude, it just, I get it. It's like email spam. Dude, I'm just, I ain't the one. I don't pay attention to all this fancy foo ha ha shit. I don't do all the. I did realize that I probably have kind of lied unknowingly, but I just kind of misstated it. I think I said that the only time I really been on Facebook was when I had my computer shop because of customers and JavaScript problems. But then I realized, and I forgot the other day, I think I was going through some folders on a drive or something, and I came across old little video clips and pictures. When I first started vaping, I was doing communication stuff, and there was a Facebook group that I used to get up. I'd be up on poles, and I just kind of encourage people to have a good day, kind of like I do with y'all here. So see, it's just kind of, this is what I do. Hey, man, you take your grub somewhere else. I don't know what that red wasp had, because I don't know what they feast on, but it's something kind of greenish. Yeah, homeboy come flying by with his Luby's buffet. Savagely, right? Don't need to invite me to anything or anything. I won't show up anyway. Sorry, I'm a flaky one. Now you see me, now you don't. Poof. But anyway, I'd been on Facebook back then, but I don't, yeah. Anyway, and then I thought about that when I saw those. I was like, oh, wow, I think I've been telling people hell that I really hadn't been on Facebook except for the computer shop. So, hey, clean up my mess because I just own up to my shit. I know it's shocking all, but dude, I got to tell you, I don't know, man. I hope society can pull their head out of their ass. Dude, I watched that. Did watch the story about those kids. What was it, 11, 13, an 11-year-old, two 13-year-olds, and a 15-year-old, known as the Kia Boys. They ran over a dude on a bicycle. If y'all have seen that news story, the professor dude that got ran over. Man, you need to you watch that and you watch the footage that they show you from these kids' Instagrams, TikTok shit, and all this, and you just watch them and you kind of reflect back on all the times you see this with all these kids, and I just kind of go, I'm sorry, how do people really say that they give a shit about kids if you don't carry yourself in a better way to set a better example? Then how do you, any kids, the traffic kids, the abused kids, the missing kids, but any kids, children in general, if you don't carry yourself to a better standard to be an example to help change the nature, then how does that go? And it's like society, man. See,
Same people that bitch about the this cop this cop that judge that doctor this that politician, but it's people and it's the society. It's the same society that lets kids just run amok like you haven't put any guidance to them whatsoever. And nobody calls it out. Like nobody looks at good old Betty or Don there whenever they let their kid go rampage and go, "Hey, yo, Betty and Don, you want to get a grip? You're immature responding. If you hire people, you fire their happy ass. I mean, I'm sorry if we're going to use this social media to bash the shit out of people. Why don't we use it to hold people accountable and go, I'm sorry, that's shitty behavior. You want to change that? You want to apologize? You need to read it up? Okay, well, then sit your ass over there. It ain't got nothing to say." And I just, kind of sort of savage, kind of sort of. That's why I just have to, that's just a visual of the evil in the world. And, this was said to happen. So, yeah, Chuck is doing real good. And Kiss Off's just, she's mean as ever. So it's just Kiss Off. But yeah, Chuck's still kicking. They're fixing to come up on their 50 years, man. Ain't that something? I can remember when you could hear about couple. You didn't even know them, but you'd hear them hitting that milestone, 50 years marriage, and people would congratulate them. And now you say 50, and hell, half the people are like, wife suck, husband suck, and it's like, God dang, man, it's such negativity in the world, dude. You just But yeah, I think it's awesome, man. They're coming up on their 50 years. As a matter of fact, me and the missus were laughing because I'm like, so what is it for 50? Isn't that gold? And she said, yeah. I said, well, wait a minute, what's the 25? Is that the silver? She goes, yep. And I said, well, where the hell is my silver, woman? Hey, Miss Loretta, Share Bear. Anybody I've missed, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it works for you. Appreciate all you mother cluckers stopping by, having a little lunchtime break. And I just, I'd like to just encourage anybody that listens to this that think about that as you're doing business, interacting with others and stuff. If there's young people that see this, think about the example that's being made. Is it encouragement for the better? Or is it just this version of screaming's okay, but that version of screaming's not? See, you understand what I'm saying, son? And it's like that's just such a mixed message. So be an example. And I was really impressed. I actually happened to catch this Charlie Kirk deal on his what did they call that? SAS turning point thing, and I think it was in Florida. And then they have he had that Dave Smith and some dude named Josh Hammer or something like that. Apparently they had opposing views on things. But just listening, and there's a point where Charlie's going, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Let's just, there's no point in doing the typical online stuff. Let's, we're, damn, how did he say that? It's like, we're all Americans with a voice. Let's figure out the common things we can agree on instead of focusing on the things we don't. And I was just like, dude, this dude's on a stage, and thank goodness he's talking to all these younger people, because that's the next wave, man. That's the next wave. He just pulled into McDonald's. I tell you. Why don't you just stop and get you a 5-pound bag of sugar and just take it home and just start doing spoonfuls? Maybe a scoop of grease every now and then, and just call it a day. I know it's just that, man, I'm telling you, I saw them kids and just the flamboyancy and just, they didn't give a shit, dude. Boom, boom, bumping, bro. You can hear them. They videoed themselves doing that. Bump them, bro. And then another one's like, what, 15 or 20. Dude's on a bicycle, has the flashing lights. You know, he's just on his way to work, dude. And just like that. Just because, you know, hey, this would be kind of cool. Look at what social media has transformed us into. The screaming, the cussing, treating people like shit. This is what gets attention. You know, the violence, the rudeness, the vulgarness, the shit talking, the judgmentalness. This is attention getting, man. This is how you can get the thing. And it's just, and now you got 11-year-olds out here pumping around fucking Glocks, jacking a Kia, and then running over some dude on his way to work on a bicycle. Unbelievable where we're at, man. That just covered by CQ. How are things over across the pond, kind sir? Yeah, that video tripped me out, man. I was just like, you know, and then I've seen plenty of them before. It's not like that's the first time any minors have done bad shit. It just, I don't know, somehow watching that one, just like, this is just how flagrant. It just doesn't make a shit anymore. Like this is a thing. It's like when they're showing that, you know, and you look at they're showing you the kid's Instagram thing, but you look at that bottom. I'm sorry. Homeboy got like 350 thumbs up showing off his little Glock. Well, okay. So if they like that, then how old are they? And what do you think they're doing? Where are they at? And you just, it's, I don't know, dude. And you just, the shit you listen to, and like I said, you know, the YouTube thing was kind of unusual for me because this wasn't my forte. I didn't work and live in this social environment up until the rioting and COVID and all that shit. So there's been people been on here a lot doing this thing. So it's a thing, I guess. And I've missed it, man. I don't know. Out here working, you just do the thing. And Loretta says, okay, guys, please make sure your doors are locked. I've had my front door unlocked 3 different times and called my daughter next day. I have a camera facing the door and 2 chain locks. Oh, wow. You got a yard? Miss Loretta, do you have like a house and a yard, or do you just like you live in like a condo apartment or something? Or because I'd say, man, if you got a yard, I'd start getting you a companion dog. Companion dogs, when they really love you, they don't like it if you start feeling nervous. So it ain't so be you got to get some highly trained dog. You just need a dog that loves you, and that's a protection. What's up, Cherokee? Oh, a lot of families made money back then, Cherokee. Population was smaller, so it was easier to have just a few families that were kind of picking it, getting the gist of things, and the majority didn't, because education wasn't real big back in the 1800s. So it was easy to be, as the systems were forming, it was easy for the majority to kind of lose sight of things. Living in an apartment, oh yes, ma'am. Hey, don't they make those for the apartments? I know down around here, well, mainly in Houston, rather, there's some of these apartments that have the little bar door. So you got the 2 little brackets on each side of your door facings that go into the actual main door frame. And then you can literally just do your drop bar. Ding. It's sad that you got to live like that, though. See, that's so sad. I mean, you should be able to just like, but see, that's part of breeds into that whole people that really want to see a change. They need to start acting different. They need to start making it a conscious point to be an example. Actions speak louder than words. So don't just preach it, walk it. You know, because there's so much lack of respect. Nobody has respect for nothing anymore. You know? Oh, see, look at that shit. What do you mean those are not allowed? See, what kind of shit is that? It's like, so I can't do something to make myself feel safer? Crazy, Miss Loretta. Oh, yeah, I live in a small village in Oklahoma, population about 600, mostly kids and old folks. I still keep my doors locked all the time. Right, Savage? That's kind of how it is around here. This is just a little community, and it's, I think technically there's supposed to be like 500 property owners in this certain little square miles. We're not a town or nothing. We use a different town that has a postal service as our mailing town. See, I'm trying to scroll up, see if I missed anything. Sorry, I had to call to shut off. Oh yeah, be sure. Don't forget to do your cleanup though, so you get your deposit back. I still lock my doors out here. I have no trust in humans, just saying, right? Okay. Highly suggest if you're a female to get a male dog, and if you're a male to get a female dog. I say, right? Oh yeah. If you're a male, you get a female dog, son. That's she's gonna be so protected. Amen, Loretta. Amen. Getting a pocket pet chambered. Allah. Do you know what Jules weed is? I don't. Wish there was 18 or much less government in everyday life. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Trying to catch it. I just, it's like, and that's the one thing, it's like all the community talk and stuff, and I get it, kind of want to feel like you got your clique. But in all honesty, we're at a level where we need people to be able to expand beyond that. I mean, I've seen it for decades, in various forms, and that's fine. It is what it is, But nowadays, though, as polluted and with the social media platform being so easy to use, I think it's very important to start, walking the message, not just throwing out tidbits. Be able to, younger people need to see, oh, wow. Well, look, that dude's not getting all wound up. Like, look at, and let them start seeing an actual example. Crazy hillbilly. What's up? Hey, you all, good to see you all. Sorry I haven't been around that much. I've been doing a lot of training and all that. Right on. Some of it, kids, but a lot. Yeah, we don't have a lot of tweakers. There was a few. Hell, I've had my own exchange with an abandoned house across. Just ran their happy ass out of there. I wasn't exactly happy. That's when I actually ended up getting cameras, and never had to have cameras before that. But once the little theft ring started staging up right there in little Crackville, it was like, no, this ain't that's I walked right outside openly, said it to you. You ain't fixing to do that shit where I live. Sorry, you ain't shit in my backyard, homeboy. That ain't the way that goes. I wish I could get me another dog. Unfortunately, roommate's dog would use it as a living chew toy. Not if your roommate really had respect for you. If your roommate really had respect for you, your roommate would get that shit under control and be willing to respect the fact that you have a right to a dog just like they do. Thank you for letting me share. I truly appreciate it. Oh, yes, ma'am, Miss Loretta. Man, you know what? Anybody's really welcome here. I got nothing against it as long as just act right. If respect is a hard thing, then I'm probably not the dude for you. This ain't the channel. If you can do a respect thing, it's because I don't try to talk nobody into thinking what I think. I don't try to talk nobody into watching what I watch. I ain't trying to convert nobody. I'm just hanging out shooting the shit. Right, Scapac? You do what you need to do. Crazy said I went and joined the Navy SEALs. Oh, yeah? So did you get accepted when you headed out? What buds class? Loretta, our new house is the last house on our road. We have 3 dogs, 5 cameras, and unlimited amount of you don't belong here noisemakers. You want to borrow a dog? Hey, you know what, Loretta? You can always get you a little sign. You got like a little front window. Like a lot of apartments have your door, and you always have that one little window that, but put you a little sign on that or put it on the door saying, warning, dog inside. Like that. I mean, they say it's like those 8 in all facts. I know it. This is going to sound, people are going to be like, yeah, whatever. And I get it, whatever. But like those little ADT signs that people put in their front yards and shit. Oh yeah, man. There's a statistics that shows that will deter some people. It's not going to deter everybody, but it's going to deter some. Oh, dogs are not allowed. Holy shit. No, different one. Scat.
Deeper than the oceans, higher than the stars.
Where I got the 8 cameras and 4 dogs. The way I see it, dogs are noisemakers and huge garbage disposal. Never mind the puppies. Be aware of owner. Right? Good night. Get that damn egg out of that buttocks. She be singing that song. But, hey, I can't knock it. If I had the shit out of watermelon, I'm sure I'd be singing some tunes myself. Oh, wow. That's man. Well, and I would ask you more, Miss Loretta, but I don't, I don't want to, intrude in issues. But yeah, do you got plans to move? I mean, is that in that's in the wheelhouse? A mother clucker OG here. Make a sign that says if the dog doesn't get you another wheel, right, KP. Get you one of them beware of dog and then scratch the word dog out and say the owner. Make a sign that says I got 8 kids, dinner isn't ready, the washer just went out, and the bread is burned. Come on in. Hey, Miss Michelle. Oh, okay, right on, Loretta. Right on. Because I just didn't, it's easy to kind of go, oh, you got to move. But I get it, because if I had to just up and leave right now, it'd be like, okay, I'd have to, it'd be an unusual battle plan. But, I lived in an apartment that said no dogs. I just had my doc write a script calling my dog an ESA, so they treated her like a piece of medical equipment. No. Well, yeah, in these liberal cities, that's the one thing, man. They try to cut you out, but you can circumvent, use their own shit against them. Well, hopefully you find you something, Miss Loretta, and you can start to make a move. How much you want to spend? Right. The sky's the limit, rabbit. No. How many cucumbers to stop hungry? Rescue all in chat. 4 or 45 cucumbers. Me no sabe really. How many cucumbers to stop hungry? Me no sabe. Depending on how hungry you are, I guess. She made a mistake on our food and gave it to us for free sugar. Thought about making a sign that says beware of and a big missing pot where the dog bite. The sign, right? There you go. I'm looking at North Carolina or where I feel I'm being led, Georgia. You almost want to go sometimes when I'm sitting out here and then I'm doing stuff and some of them get hung up, man. And you just want to go over there, open the door, and reach in and grab them and just kind of see if it's like, so if you squeeze from the front, does it just pop out faster? Boop. And it's like, there we go. Now, I understand that I live outside of the town limits on the fringes of society. When the bird flu craze was going around, I was going to register monitor bought because of Brazilian parakeet. Lots of property there if you watch Susan Swanson's channel. She does the cheap homes and land that most people overlook. Oh, okay. South Carolina equals cheaper than Georgia, North Carolina on land and house. I guess if I went to go move, I would want to pick, I would kind of need to, I'd look into the county, like, kind of county history, and what's the layout of the county? How long has that sheriff been there? What's the rotation on sheriffs? Is it most people kind of, you get the vibe of that area. And then you start to worry about the state on what direction, but your county, that's really your main focus is what kind of county is by. Well, you don't know that she would be happy living by you. Or you want to sell your whole place. Where you go? Oh, you going to go mobile? So is that the solar garden and everything? Really, you could always hang a picture of a rabbit naked on your door. That would keep everyone away. Yeah, but you might not ever want to go back to your place again. Because then you would have to walk up to that picture and open the door. Good news, finally got my blood sugar down to 100, man. It was crazy high for a long time. Hey, that's right on. Oh, look, Reddit says 170K and I walk away. You'd be living the lake life that way. That's when I looked into legal protection for my home. No, beware of owner signs. That may not go well in court. Simple no trespassing is sufficient. Yep. That and put some purple on the poles. Holla. 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 Sorry if I just screamed into this. I just didn't want her giving the mail lady hell. I might be stuck out. That would scare the hell out of anybody, right? Kiss off. Even the apartment owner, renter, might not ever want to go back home. Oh damn! Look, Cherokee said, hell, his house is 198,000, and in South Carolina, the same house, 2 acres and 65. Well, and I would think of the future. Kind of what you are you going to want to do anything? You want is certain things you like, certain hobbies, certain interests. Working age. Well, then are you do what kind of work, and you get the vibe of what's around that area. And I would definitely try to use these next 3 years to get as much self sufficiency and out from underneath things. I have a girl. Everybody just sing along. Peace and hell. Oh, by the way, don't forget, go to live chat or all messages. If you're in top chat, then you just see whatever YouTube wants you to see. Which that I think it only really kicks in when I don't know how many people are, it takes to trigger, but I just I actually did that because kids used to ride and wreck dirt bikes and four wheelers on the street in front of my house. Do as they wish. I'm not going to be held liable when they wreck in my yards. That's right. You just purple fence post on the corners, no trespassing sign. There you go. Establish property boundaries. Come through my fence or into my property, you damage my property, you actually owe me. Shad says South Carolina is brutal hot, but the spring, fall, and winters are nice. Oh, look, Michael's like, you can hang a picture of me naked on your front door, and you'll have a lot of people stopping by. Why are they going to be trying to collect the debt? Because then they see a picture of you. I don't mind the heat. I just can't do ice cold weather. Yeah, that's me. I, the heat's it's a boy. I tell you what, I realized what a wuss I became these last 8 9 years being inside. Woo, man, I'm having to adapt, but that's okay. We'll get her done. But the cold shit, man, it makes you shake, and when you shake, that's not good. Makes this titanium cold and shit, and that sucks ass. So, about your daddy. Tell me how your mama loved that man. That break out a bottle house. I'll tell you about the drifting cowboy band. We won't talk about the habits, just the music and the man. Decided to cash out my state pension, figure I can invest it better and get more return on it than letting it just sit there. After taxes came out to around 20. Hey, there you go. Definitely with my arthritis, the cold is rough on it. Okay, yeah. Right? Yeah, that cold shit, buddy. It's because that cold makes you draw up and you get tense. Be right back. Got to get more coffee. Coffee. And they called him crazy. Nowadays they call him a saint. The ones that called him crazy, Lord, still riding on his name. Well, here right now, Bocephus. Would he think that we were right? Do you think he might? Don't you know we would walk toss you, be right here by our side. If we left for a show in Provo, be the first one on the bus and ready to ride. That's one to go on. Wherever he is, I hope he's happy. Lord, I hope he's doing well. He is, 'cause he's got one arm around my mom, and now you sure did love Miss Audrey and raising hell. I won't ask you no more questions, to the stories only Hank can tell. Then they called him crazy. Why in the hell would I be in Top Chat? I don't know. Maybe just Top Chat is your thing. Damn, Skeeters. I'll tell you about Lovesick. I miss Audrey, love that man. Rabbit, because you're a Riri. Damn, you're just going to insult the Riris like that? That's hardcore. Right down to it. Still the most wanted outlaw in the land. What's up, Craig the Hunter? Damn, with KP and now Craig. Reminds me, hell, we had Dirty Rice last night. Yeah, we had some Dirty Rice. The missus was kind of pissed off. She didn't get to make cornbread. Her stuff. She didn't have the stuff. She thought she did, but when it came that moment, it wasn't there. That is drinking beer and listening to the radio. Hank Williams sings for Elijah and Dear John. Time marches on. Time marches on. So what do y'all got planned for this week? Sisters brothers wearing beads, smokes a lot of dope. Mama is depressed, barely makes a sound. Daddy's got a girlfriend. You're eating cucumber number 6. So do you slice them up, Cherokee, and then like dip them down in ranch, or do you just like peel it off and just eat it the way it is? Or I used to love cucumbers. Can't really do them no more unless I got all the seeds out. Everything changes. Welcome back, Miss Loretta. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, but do you slice it up in like slices? Like me, I take a chunk and cut a chunk and I eat them. But like my son, he likes to slice them and dip them in the ranch. The missus like that too. Okay. Oh, oh yeah, I got so many different doctor appointments this week. One doctor each day of the week. Oh wow. Time marches on. I like soaking cucumbers and onions and vinegar and peppercorn. I like putting the slices of cucumber in the pickled jar. Well, that's true, Miss Loretta. Had some tomatoes and some onions. Have a cucumber salad. By the way, I'd like to just point out, if you don't mind, there, Cherokee, just because hey, we're gonna spelling 101. If you'll notice, Miss Loretta said Cumber. So it's not a Cumber. Just highlighting. We all need to learn something new every day. That should be the goal of life. Learn something new every day. And now you know. Now you know something new for today. Just one M. See? Bam, we've already made progress right out the gate. Hadn't even made it to noon Central Time, and we've already made a positive. Bam. Some things I know will chill you. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to bother. My mind don't venture in them pastures, kind sir. Not much. I did my mowing last Thursday so I can chill, sitting around, beating the heat, hanging out. About what I do every week. Now she's gone forever, and this old house will never be the same. We cannot push it, government. Well, actually, we need to kind of push the government. We need to push it down to a smaller size and a more righteous government. See her picture on the table. Don't look like she'd be able. I need to eat more vegetables. Good thing I hang out with all you guys in your gardens. Rescue now point out how Cherokee spells. Hey man, one thing at a time. You crawl before you walk. Crawl before you walk. It's okay. Baby steps. Baby steps. Hopefully one day taking my channel to a drive-through garden, Hidden Lake Gardens, and do a live stream. Oh, there you go. Is this where the focus hanging on? Why are you here? Good afternoon. He's singing it too. Hey, Tiger. Boy, this sky is black, pissed off, damn rain. Woo. Well, I don't think that's really true, though, Michael. You have to, you actually, I think you sprint before you're running, because sprinting is the short version. Running would be the longer version. So in order to sprint, you have to run. But in order to run, you don't always have to sprint first. Oh, who won spelling? Well, I don't know. Let's see, Cherokee. Who won spelling 2025? I don't know. How do you spell cucumber, Cherokee? I feel my reading comprehension has improved because of YouTube chat. Your decipher mode probably has sure improved a lot. See? Well, you didn't win the spelling contest, that's for sure, Cherokee. Hey, there you go. You came in. Well, we'll have it. That was a makeup. That was a makeup answer. So you picked up the slack on that real good. So there you go. Cherokee won the spelling for 2025. Just found out my 15-year-old grandson ran away from home yesterday. You gotta love that social media input. Got kids acting stupid. Just yell at the clouds, kiss off, you'll scare the crap out of them. Is it in the same area that you're in, Tiger? Or do they live in another spot? Is that we're in your general area, Tiger? Like they live around the same city, state you do? Or? Where you belong.
I've been good to you, baby.
Please don't leave me alone. Southwest. Oh, okay. Well, prayers for you. You know, there's so many variables in that, so I don't know where that. To be honest, I don't know the proper response because I don't know the variables. I mean, you know, that there's any kind of history, if there's some that, you know, and I'm not inquiring by any means, but same state, but the country part of it, at least the city version of country. Oh, I got you. Look at there, Billy come in second. Proper spelling of the word cucumber. Rescue Fazan Zeke, 13 of Dallas reacts as he wins the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee. Oh, well, yeah, that was like the legitimate stuff, but. And you notice how it's people from other countries that come in and seem to excel, and it's because, see, they're coming from a place that doesn't have to a place that has an overabundance. And man, they're like, shh, this is living the dream. They have access to things they never would. In Cherokee's defense, at least he tries. I've seen college students ask on the street who we want our independence from, and they can't answer right. Holy crap, $188 for an oil change and filter. Roger that, PJ. I tend to stick with a rather narrow view. I stick mostly to the prepper channel shows, gun show, animal shows. I hang out at YouTube's Big Pine Country Kitty Can. It's about a guy who videos wildcats. Oh. It's awesome. Really comprehending struggles with Cherokee type. Shoot, son. Get to talking with him. Like you're looking at it, you know, there's things that are coming out of his mouth. He's saying something, he's looking right at you, but you kind of gotta really focus to decipher. Especially if he gets wound up on something. So I'd swear I'd think Cherokee was from Louisiana or something. If he just gets throwing them hands while he's talking, son, you'd think he's from Louisiana. See, dude, that would have never happened. No offense. I mean, I get it. There's no way, dude. If the missus went down to that shop and then called me and said, hey, they're telling me it's going to be like $120 to do the oil change, I'd be like, no, it's not. You're going to go on down there to the auto zone on the other side of that little town, and you're going to go ahead and get you some jugs of oil and come on back, and I'm going to go pull out these little lamps I got, and I'll flop my happy ass on the ground. We fixing to drain some oil. As involved as I want to get, I know the evil in this world is sleeping into every season. So depressing. So I just do my thing, prep, pray, and plan. Rod Savage. Hey man, I prayed for the best. I've been prepared for the worst. That's just my life. Get Cherokee and Ladysmith together, and you need an interpreter. I even use Mobile One oil and GMO filter in my truck, and it still doesn't happen. I know, man. $188, dude. That's like, whew, that's some shiznit. Last oil change was at the Walmart, full fluids, oil change $44. Oh yes, see Savage. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of stuff. That's the convenience. Totally down with that. I always go to Valley and I get a coupon from everything. I was stuck. They already drained the old oil before they told me the price. Not like I could tell them to put the old oil back in. That's why I had to steal that car. She told me not to smoke it, but I did, and it took me far away. And Louisiana would accept Cherokee with open arms. What's up, Oops? So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it's working for you. Hey, it's a marvelous Monday, a magnificent Monday, motivating Monday. You know, you don't go to bed mad. You shouldn't go to bed mad. Puts bad shit in your head. And try to start your week off with something positive. Maybe throughout the week you might have to fall back on that and kind of going, nope, I'm off to a good start, and then kind of get to another day. My daughter takes care of her Jeep, does everything herself. I offer to have all the oil change and filters. Whoop. She said, no, I would do it myself. I don't trust people with my vehicle. Right on, Loretta, right on. That's what I'm talking about. Hell, my daughter came over and she goes, hey, I need to change the knuckle, and I'm going to change the brake pads. And I said, all right. She goes, no, I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to sit there and tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I said, oh, okay. So I just sat there shooting shit with her while she did it. I'm like, hell yeah, man. Ask Cherokee if he's blocked me. Hey, Cherokee, have you blocked Billy? I would get Cherokee the key to the swamp. I don't think he wants the city. Right, Craig. Need to replace differential fluid coolant, and I'm going to flush the brake fluid and replace the rotors and pad. There you go. Hey, Miss Teresa. Lurking from the waiting room at the doctor's. Mom messed her back up. Oh, damn it, Teresa. Well, prayer, she's strength and wisdom. Cherokee, are you still here? Calling Cherokee Survival. Cherokee Survival. Okay, there he is. Well, Billy is wondering if you blocked her. Billy is Mrs. Meadow, remember? Great. Must have shut all down by the shape that I'm in. Last time I took my truck to get an oil change, I swear the mechanic tried to convince me I had little unicorns jumping in my engine making holes. I since then changed my oil. They love that upsell, man. They love that upsell. There you go. So Cherokee has not blocked anybody, Billy. Friend has a new Ford Escape with AC quit shop told me 1800 for new system. I looked at it and found a 35-cent fuse bone. See, that's it. Oops. And they know that. They know that. It's like sometimes if you have a, not a specifically new one, but, because you get recalls that'll go back 10 years. But if you start having problems, check the recall list of your make and model, see if there's one, because I'll tell you, that's another thing shops won't do. You pull in there, now if you're not there for that, if you're there for something that they can't connect to it, then they'll tell you about the recall, because then they still make money off the recall. But like you come in because, it's doing this, but they know that sensor had a recall on it, and if they replace that sensor, it'll stop that. They'll still charge your happy ass, and then they're going to file it on the recall and make that money too. Teresa, I hope everything turns out for the best. That's why so many of these HVAC guys are coming out with little YouTube channels, because they do the same thing on air conditioning for your house and shit. So now you got a lot of these HVAC guys are going, look, man, just go here and you can get the part yourself. Here, I'll do a video to show you how to replace it. See, watch this. There you go. And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Answer this in chat room and rescue. 3 times 3 minus 3 divided by 3 plus 3 equals. Well, I'm playing music on my phone right now. Otherwise, I would. Hey, there goes. What's the service truck for? Oh, we got some tubing. We got a mast. Oh, we're going to do a little underground. Oh, I bet y'all are going back over there. I've been hearing them cutting trees, clearing. They built them something. I could start my own still. I never go to a dealership for work unless it's under recall. I took a car to have starter replaced, and they wanted $800. The damn starter only cost $65. Oh, I know, man. I personally do the Rock Auto parts. Let's see. Rock Auto. That's where I think I got the. Was it Rock Auto? I don't know. I got it. Yeah, I think it's Rock Auto. That's where I got the Mrs. Window whenever I replaced the window. For those that saw that, She got 2 chips the other day in her windshield, so we're going to try to get those fixed, or going to have to replace that on. I can replace the windshield. And that's a little different scenario. But we know a guy. The answer is 2. It's 1. All right, so Scapack says the answer is 2, and Tiger says it's 1. Oh, wait. Did Loretta get it? 11. Oh, so Miss Loretta got it. I caught this rambling even long ago when I first heard a lonesome whistle blow. So the quick and easy way, I was going to just use my calculator on the phone. If I actually had to do that, then I would have done it on paper. But then my mind would have known. I'd have been going into that knowing I was going to have to do some crazy shit. Sarah says, oh my gosh, I feel like a dum-dum. 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 Actions, not distractions. All righty. Hey, Garrett. I'd spend the early morning drinking coffee, talking about when I'll be coming back. Sometimes I think there's stuff I'm supposed to remember, and I know it's like there's something I just don't remember what. Dude, I'm so focused on right here. This is I make fun of it sometimes because it's the simplest thing. Talk about mowing grass. That's it's like a focused attack. Like you, that's a big deal. Fish sticks. Cherokee be back. Coffee time. Wash dishes 5 minutes. Roger that, Cherokee. No quarter. I use Rock Auto a lot, but I've had to order parts directly from Ford as they were only ones that had the parts I needed to replace the tailgate. Truck came with no tailgate. Yeah, they won't have everything, but there's other places that are like that that you can go direct. You just gotta, the thing. It's in all honesty, it's as long as you gotta learn the safe way with the internet because just it's so easy to scam and you'll pay for shit you never get. Adam Gottner has been posting on the St. Sonia County. No clue. Totally uninformed on any and all. Ooh, son. Humidity's a mofo. Hell, I ain't even doing anything in sweating. Oh, yeah. Here, I'll share it with you and y'all can throw some ideas my way. If you. So, what's up, best life? How are you, sir? So, Yahoo. Okay. So, here's the canopy right here. Oh, yeah, there's Isla. She's like, oh, man, I ain't going to be on camera. Get me out of here. What's up, Monty? What's up, man? So, here's the canopy. This is, I call it the tomato table. It's got spacings in there to hold the 5 gallon buckets in them. Got 8 of them. So this is canopy. I'm gonna put it over the top of the tomato table. Okay. So this it needs to go and hang above up here. So it needs to that way they got some shade right in the direct part of the day, and then they'll start getting sun the evening hours when it's not just baking away on them. Okay. So this is simple enough. It's got just like a little rafter, you could call it, that goes up one side, down the other, and then it's got a joist that goes across the bottom. We'll just use the appropriate terms, even though this is by far not that. So there's 4 of those built and staged through, and then each one there is I've got wire lashed to the X at the top. I've got it's an old flagpole that runs down the center ridge. So what I'm thinking is taking and going. Still got some of those old 2x6s that I didn't build the flower box with, and I'm thinking because kind of got to use what I got, and I'm thinking of trying to figure out a way to make a pivot arm so I can drill a hole like in the board, a 2-inch kind of hole. I can put it over the pipe and then make it long enough that if me and her push it and stand it up, it'll kind of just lift up and then it'll self balance itself and then maybe screw the 2x6s into the side of the table. Wish I had a boom truck or some shithead. I'd just boom it up, hold it up there, and then I could mount little legs. We got a bunch of Japanese watermelons growing. Hell yeah. Use a pulley. I've asked you, hoist the box from me to you. Yeah, I ain't got I don't have nothing to hold the pulley. I'd have to have an A-frame or something to hold the pulley. cucumbers and GR peppers from garden today. Hell yeah. Do you pickle them? Billy, do you make cucumbers into pickles or do you just go ahead and eat the cucumbers as is? Rescue time to have the kids come over. Man, these tomatoes are growing, so that's not a very reliable source. It's my own doing. I've never asked for help, and they've never seen me, so I taught them not to worry about it. Took me a little bit to realize that. I was pissed off at first. Used to kind of gripe a lot. Pitch bitch. I can't believe they won't come help. I can't believe it, man. But I've come to terms with it. I kind of set the stage. I mean, it is what it is. So you could also go to the big box store and hire some day laborers right in the parking lot. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to get caught up in an ice raid or not. We used to have a diamond shamrock, but yeah, you get a lot of Lowe's now. We used to have a diamond shamrock, but it wasn't even just them. It was anybody. If you had like the drinking problem, so holding down a job was kind of hard, and you just needed to make some money every few days, then that was the place. And I used to build some pole barns around here, and I used a lot of people from there. Swing by there and Diamond Shamrock and go, I just need 4. All right, you, and you. And then they get in the truck, you take them on out to the side and be like, here's what we're doing. Get them boards, carry them over here. You need to attach them boards up here and nail them here and here. Now get that and build a pole barn and then go, all right. And they just used to know around here if they're good workers, then people will always come look for them. If you're a shithead, then people won't use you. Good old accountability days, people used to be accountable for the work that they actually did and the way they conducted themselves. Shock and awe. But that also requires a monetary thing, and that would be a no bueno por caca main. You all spider monkey jacked up on Mountain Dew. Savage said, I understand. I'll have to do a lot of things solo too. Should see me cutting down big trees all by my lonesome, like a little spider monkey hopping around with a chainsaw. Old Savage Lee's like a jumping up on there with a chainsaw, like a spider monkey. Or what is it? All jacked up on Mountain Dew. I think that's how that goes. What was that? Talladega Nights or something? See, I don't. It's been so long. I'll be all over you like a spider monkey jacked up on Mountain Dew. Made it home. Now we wait. Glad you were home. Yep. Now, of course, they tend to run away and text if a truck pulls up to a Home Depot. Son-in-law eats him. Oh, okay. Hey, Miss Lisa. Garrett, Chip will come at you like a spider monkey. Yeah. I thought that was funny. Maybe ever since I heard that, cracks me up. Come at you like a spider monkey all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I remember. Night moves. Okay. How long have I been on here? I don't know. I enjoy the company and everything, but Chip, you ain't never done nothing but have a hot daughter. So money, micro. All right. That's why I went to have someone else change my arm with the neuropathy in my foot. There's no way I could do it. Well, I could, but it would be a 3. Well, not really, though. No quarter. I mean, once you kind of get it's jacked up, you got your pan there, you got your little wrench to drain with, you got the filter, got the filter wrench. It's like, okay. Then you only got one move that's kind of the pain in the ass, and that's falling flat on the ground. Once you're flat on the ground, then you just use your arm to pull yourself underneath the vehicle, and Then you just do your shit with your hands. And you got to have working feet for that. It's when you get out and then you got to roll over and then grab the bumper and pull yourself up on your knees and then slowly try to push yourself up the bumper and then bam, you're back up on your feet. 83 minutes, cheap ass, and that's out of minutes. What do you mean? I've got to concoct an idea for this, man. And I'm thinking of maybe making a lever arm kind of thing. I just don't. I'll have to figure out a way to make a pivot point right there or something, so it'll that or just make legs that I put on them, and then we get on it and lift it up. It's not heavy because it's an aluminum pole, and then that's like white fur board 1x2 shit. So I mean, it's lightweight shit. The pain in my foot starts 5 minutes after I stand up. Takes 2 hours for the pain to go away. Oh, well, see now, and this is just my perspective. But see, the pain don't go away. You suck it up, Buttercup. And you gotta keep going. Otherwise, it just gets worse. But I mean, everybody see that's all that veritable and personal thing. So I don't know, man. That's just I think I wish more people would do that, and I wish a lot of channels and then media in itself would just take what you hear with a grain of salt. You got to kind of pick and then kind of go, I don't know, does that really apply, man? Because that's like all these mobs that gather together and all this little clique shit that goes down. It's like that's where that comes from. It's a need to belong or something, and it's like, but you're okay being you. It really is. It's totally okay. It's how we came in this world. If I drive over 30 minutes, both my feet are numb from my. Oh yeah, I used the controls on the steering wheel in the missus car. Not so much in town when there is the traffic thing, but like we don't live in a town, so I mean I'm going to go and drive for 15 miles on a farm market road, so I can pretty much just bump the cruise up or down, up or down. I would, but the pain is so bad that not even the oxycodone penetrates it. Oh yeah, well I don't take nothing. I don't. It's a mental thing. It's mind. I don't know how to break this down, and I'm not a doctor, so I ain't trying to like pitch nothing or anything. It just I've done this almost my whole life. Uh, and I don't know the old man back in the day whenever I was a youngin', the whole taekwondo thing and all that was a big popular thing. So I don't know if I picked it up from there, but it's really it's mind over matter, and if you don't mind, it don't matter. Well, it's when you realize it's your brain that dictates the nerve sensings, the pain sensors that you like. That's the CPU for everything. So it doesn't run independent. So you can slow your heart rate. You can actually cool yourself off mentally and chill. You can mentally. That's why I think some people find some of this stuff when they see people do stuff is so amazing. Like and it's like no, it's your thinking. I mean, it's your brain. And see, I grew up and they used to just tell you only use 10% of your brain. And it's like they acknowledge now they don't want to they don't mention that, they want to make everybody feel like super duper smart. You're not. I still have the ball from back in the day. That's how I am. Paint her from the time. Yeah, that's it. That's not if I said well, you just and it's your I mean, don't get me wrong, but I know that and I think maybe people think that though it's movie stuff because there's so much fakery nowadays. But and I don't know if Shad's still listening, but like the Shaolins back then, man, I used to kind of trip out because they had control their breathing. You'd literally watch them sit in a pool because they would prove to you that they could just stop their breathing and they would do this internal breathe where they would circulate a little, but then they go into this meditation type thing. Well, that's their brain, that's your capabilities, and I'm not saying everybody's totally capable of that by any means, but it just shows you that sometimes it's like little kids. If they fall down and then they look up and you're just laughing, that you can watch the decision process almost, because it's like, wait, shouldn't I cry? But they're laughing. And then you just watch the smile and the laugh come out, and then they're like that, and it's no big deal. The minute that kid looks up and you got the deer in the headlight look and you're sucking wind, you just put out that vibe. And so then that kid goes, decision, cry. And then it hurts. It's basic, So there's a power in the brain, and it's not just a martial art thing. It's not just some remote viewer thing. It's little things. You stub your toe. Visuals. Man, if you scrape yourself or something, and you're in the middle of doing something, don't even look at it. Just give it a minute. Dab it with something. If you don't see some massive amount of blood, then you just keep doing it, and you'll watch. You'll forget about it for a minute, and then be like, oh yeah. I don't know. Mrs. asks me all the time because I end up with shit. Hell, I had blood in the palm of my hand the other day, and she's like, "What'd you do to your hand?" I go, "What?" And she goes, "Well, you got blood." And I went, "Oh, sure enough, I don't know. I must have been a piece of wire or something." Shaolin monks are same as time. Well, yeah, I think the monk thing is some cry to get attention. Well, I could see that. Yeah, okay. Sure thing. To the Shaolin in China facing the shoulders. Well, it's a lot of the old ways. It'd be kind of like, I view that. I can see a Cherokee around here. We used to have cowboys. You had blacksmiths. You had wagoneers. We don't have that shit no more. Nobody. We've outgrown that culture, so we just let it go to the wayside. Now people watch shows like Yellowstone and be like, "Yeah, it's so cool." Well, that used to be life until we decided that we wanted this fancier shit, and then we just kept progressing. It's funny, we keep progressing, and then we end up every now and then there's a generation that looks back going, but it was a lot cooler back then. It's like, yeah, well, but we got progressiveness. Woo! What's up, Mr. Wayne? Haven't used meds in over 10 years, mind over matter. That's it, sir. I mean, you just, and don't get me wrong, there might be a time maybe you do need that buffer, but I think that it should always be the end goal that you're capable of doing whatever you put your mind to do. Okay? It's what you put your mind to. You want to stop smoking? If you really want to, put your mind to it, you will. You want to stop drinking? Put your mind to it, you will. Want to stop being a dick? Put your mind to it, you will. Want to learn how to build something? Put your mind to it, you will. Want to learn how to sew something? Put your mind to it, you will. We used to just refer to this as simple terms like study it, research. You study the apprenticeship. It was always, you need to go learn about that. Now it's just like, oh, nah, I got this. Bam, I know all about that now because I got Google that said this. Or, it's just like, no. And I don't know, man. And like I say, that's why I've said before, I try to keep it positive, and I always try to make, because dude, it's like what Savage we were talking earlier, there's so much negativity out there. It's easy to get pulled into it, because man, it's it's got a really bleak look when you start zooming out and kind of just looking at the overall, and you're like, yeah, I don't know, where's the stable righteousness? I mean, so you kind of just gotta, I don't know, you have faith. You have faith, and all I do is focus on the day. I look at my grandson, and I want to try to lay a better future for him. So any participation I can do in the world today that pushes the ball forward for my grandson and my granddaughters, then and then the rest is just fluff. And I don't know, maybe it's because I've been here long enough that it's like, okay, and I get it younger, everything's still exciting, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, rah, rah, rah. I get it. It's cool. Just but I think that because it's like the talk about being senior citizens. Think about that. You're mentally being bombarded that you're like now old. You're a senior citizen. You get a discount. AARP. Oh, the elderly need this. Elderly this. Look at this. We have a what? Why? Well, why do we have that? It's like we mentally bombard people. It's kind of like, well, the addiction thing. Now we just throw clinics. There's no fix. There is no solution. Solutions, I think they realize that solutions don't make money. So whatever you're bitching about, solutions don't make money. It's a temporary fix in a monetary world. If you make the perfect refrigerator, it's self-sustaining, it's large enough, it's got its self-generating power. You just hook up this one panel and bam, it's all done, and it's only $300. Man, you sell out. You're just selling 1 million of them, but then that's it. And then it's going to top off because once everybody kind of gets one, and if it's a lasting product, it's kind of like the cars back in the day. You make a stable car, next thing you know, people ain't buying a car for 20 years. Well, all of a sudden it sucked, man. Hey, why aren't we made a new model? Yeah, but nobody really wants a new car. Well, and then just next thing you know, we drive plastic pieces of shit down the road that have sensors galore all over it. So you're always going to have a problem. So you need them. You go to the doctor. Hey, I'm this. Just take this. We're going to send you to pain management. Well, but why can't we fix it? Well, because that's not profitable. That's a one and done thing. Pain management, it's a recurring thing. You're a good client. It just, I don't know. So it's easy, man. It's so easy. Because I look at the negative shit and go, holy shit, dude. Are you shitting me? Because I don't know how we got here. I've said it numerous times. I almost feel like I time warped. Because I raised my kids. I focused on work and the problems of day to day, hurricane, whatever this fire, whatever I was doing. It was just that. I didn't reach out and find other things, I guess. And as social media came about, I never was really part of it from the get-go. I kind of, at the beginning, Internet 1.0 with the bulletin boards and some forums, that was, to me, that was, there we go. We were in a somewhat, but the minute video voice check came on, and it was like, oh, and I even laughed and told her, going, remember, I said, this is going to be bad. And sure enough. I'm not saying predict the future. I'm sure there's a million other people that thought the same thing. Because you just kind of, and it was like, well, I never participated. As a matter of fact, we used to make jokes because when we'd go to play a game or something, you'd have what we used to just call the 12-year-old in the basement would be in video chat, and they're telling you how much your mom sucks and got all the mom jokes, all the little insults, and you'd be like, oh, great, we got the 12-year-old in the basement, But then that became the norm. That's the norm now. Ask. Hell, Michael does the console gaming thing. Ask him. You get on that chat shit. All these parents that want to be like, oh, poor my baby. You ought to hear your baby talk a line of shit. Your baby would be making probably a sailor down at the port kind of go, huh? I mean, yeah. And sorry, I missed kind of chat. Hey, what's up, Indy? I think somebody just said hi to Indy. Oh, yeah, she said hi to Lisa. What's up, Indy? Think it's okay to be an a-hole every now and then? Well, you've got to be sure and set the tone so that the younger generations can start to distinguish the difference, and they just don't instead of being an asshole all the time. Me knows smoking and coffee. There you go. Oh Lord. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it works for you. How long have I been on here? An hour and 40 minutes. Hey, there's 27 of you mother cluckers in here. I think I'm supposed to do some kind of channel pump thing, like hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share it out. But hey, I'm just joking, man. Do you, boo? Whatever works for you. I don't do it for none of that. I'm actually still trying to figure out why do I do it. I really just do this now to hang out with the people that come in here and I guess talk and hold a conversation, and just kind of like, cool. I ain't trying to establish nothing. I ain't promoting nothing. I ain't selling nothing. I don't know. I kind of stumbled into this, and then now I've met people and want to keep in communication with, and it seems to be the viable way, I guess. So now I got to just figure out, because sometimes it does feel weird just sitting up here and I'm sitting here talking to 8 billion people in the world, and I mean, I see some names, but you just never know. And so it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want to sound too stupid. I don't want to represent the rednecks in the woods too bad. If you're disabled, start the process now. I was told to treat my body like a temple, like trees, like a roller coaster. Oh yeah, my mom used to laugh, tell me I should write a book, because it's like my body's just been in a washing machine or something, the tumble dryer of life. Because, dude, I mean, I've been dead twice. One was actually self-inflicted. I tried to overdose. I make no bones about it. Way younger years, thought that was a solution, and then later on in life when I got ran over. But man, I've been smacked in the head with ball valves. I've had limbs fall out, knock me out. I've broken ribs, fallen off of roofs. Uh, Shit, man. Hell, broke my back the first time because a piece of header pipe pinned me down to the ground. I've fallen off of poles. Shit, man. I don't know. Falling off of ladders, been falling out of baskets, been smacked by limbs. Just shit happens. Oh, come on, rescue. Hello. Rip up. Hey, man, I love it. I'm getting uh, some ass back, but it does still feel weird in my legs. I got to say, sometimes I feel like I'm just kind of like, I don't know, because I it's not losing control. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's kind of like whenever I go to walk. Sometimes it's like, okay, I'm kind of got it, and then sometimes it's like I thought I moved my leg here, but it really didn't go all the way. It's only parting. So then next thing I know, well, it's like I end up with this gap for a minute or something. And me and the missus were talking about it the other day, because I went to go in somewhere. Oh, I think I went in I went in the Lowe's. That's right. I went in the Lowe's. She's like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Get one of the carts though, because I'm gonna use the cart to kind of just lean on, and I can just, if I need to, I'll push it with my right foot." So, well, that was kind of okay, but I told her, I go, "Wow, it feels weird on this concrete because it's level. That's a flat level surface, and I haven't been on one of those in years. So when you go to step, man, it's it realigns. Just figure it's skeletal structure wise. Sounds like you weren't meant to leave the ground. Well, and I don't put a lot of thought into shit. I mean, I was kind of referred to as the bull in the china shop. You know, and so sometimes that had consequences. I just learned over the years I didn't gripe about it. It's what I needed to do. Hell, one time when I fell off, the running joke was before I even went up was like, now don't fall off and start hollering, and I'll be damned if it as the ladder at the bottom kicked out, and that was it. And there I went, ooh, boom. Oh, Kissa Rescue, we lost power. Love you. Hey, well, hopefully it comes back up. Y'all just kind of stay safe, keep windows that closed. Stay in the middle of the room if you're ever getting some high winds and shit. But text me every now and then just to let me know everything's still a thumbs up. Okay. Seven said I used to ride dirt bikes. I broke 14 bones in my body, not counting fingers and toes. See, that's what I'm talking about. Come here, Isla. What are you doing, you heathen? Come here. Isla. What are you doing? I kind of got to watch her. She'll shoot up underneath that gate. She likes to act like a badass. And it's like, yeah, well, that ain't happening. I do the badassery around here. I'll let you know if I need it. Well, let's see what self-time sun move on. 3 acres of lavender here. Ooh. Being running live was not as hard as having my savage. Well, that's actually what I was talking about earlier, Tiger. So I'm trying to concoct an idea. And I think what I might try to do is take some 2x6s I got over there and then cut them and drill like a 2-inch hole in the end of one of two of them, because that's a flagpole that runs down the center ridge and it sticks out 1.5 feet on each side of the shade cloth, so I could use it if I needed to. That and I didn't. It's like, well, if I cut it off, then I just got to figure out where to throw the little pieces. So it's just like it ain't hurting nothing, just stay on there. Well, now I can use it. So I'm thinking of taking the board and drilling a hole and putting it on like this, and then using that as a pivot to stand up. And then, because it's not heavy, and if I wedged it and made kind of like these pivot legs, maybe me and the missus can stand them up, and then I'll screw them to the end of the tomato table way over here. Yeah. Bam. That's the nickname Evil Knievel when I wrecked her. Oh, I know, man. I'd go visit my mom and stay with her for a little bit, like in Deer Park and A-Leaf and Pasadena. She lived all down around the city in that way. And I would take my dirt bike. Well, that was concrete ditches. And son, I'd bust my kneecaps open and rip them on them foot pegs because be jumping into them concrete ditches, and it bam, next thing hyperextended my right knee when I was 27. Not taking any fighter, but I wasn't. Right. That's we were talking like the other day. It's seatbelts. If I'm driving, I don't really. I'll wear the seatbelt, no problem. But as a passenger, I prefer not to wear a seatbelt because I've had this whole collarbone section right here busted into 9 pieces, and it never got fixed. It just kind of self-mended itself where it is. So last thing I want to do is put some strap right across that pile of bone and then go, okay, if something happens, I want you to hold me up against this seat over my head with a tight half my cervical spine replaced. So yeah, I'm not seatbelts ought to be a you do you boo. Whatever works for you. I don't think that should be helmets. I've seen people die with seatbelts. I've seen people die with car airbags. I've seen people die with helmets on. I've seen people die with full blown leathers on. I'm just, I guess I'm a believer in if it's your time, it's your time. You know, maybe you try not to encourage it too much, but my potato mats are loaded with tomatoes. I'll figure I'll be swamped in another 2 weeks. See, these were pretty tall, man. I was actually getting worried. That's why I told her this week. I said we got a transplant. It's. We'll just have to. I don't know. I have to figure out when it comes time to move them from the porch, but we just got to do it because they're getting big and they were. I think they were starting to outgrow them solo cups. Well, I don't want them to start getting what do they call that shit, root bound or something. I just want to see a hold my beer moment. Hey, you, dude, I ain't Libby's buffet, dog. I ain't the one. I guess his happy ass fell out of the tree on me or something. Little prick. Our garden is out of control with weeds. The stuff in the greenhouse is doing good. Yeah, the yard's getting pretty. I'm gonna have to go in there and cut that down. Which the chickens don't even go in there anymore. I guess the grass is too tall, so they're just like, I don't know. So it's like, really, I'm gonna have to go cut it down to get them to then start going. They just, I don't know. Just another ass backward part of my life. Just getting in and out of my truck fractures. Old bone. Guess I ain't going back to work. Oh damn, Wayne. That's my goal by next year is to try to be able to. My cardio's up. I got some muscle strength back. If I've got my mobility, it's doing really good. Cool. If not, then at least I can function still. But I'm gonna try to find something to do next year. It's just this year I'm gonna try to get some things squared away here, at least at a stable point, and then yeah. Mom and Dad wrecked their gold wing, got banged up, but survived. There used to be a bunch of us around here that rode together, and it was weird because one of the other guys had the same birthday as I did, which was, it's not unusual, but it's just weird when you run into somebody with the same birthday, and so we used to kind of joke about it. Well, I'll be damned, I got ran over, and a year later he got ran over, just right down from where I got ran over. It was just kind of weird. Okie dokie, really quick one. Let's get in. Rescue, I'm trying to go back to work and I'm trying to retire. So get two sheep, won't have to worry about mowing the lawn. And after a while, they're too. I wonder how much a sheep would cost. Because I could get a water bucket. I'll just fence the front part off and let the dogs out there until they could adjust to them, hopefully, and then they could just coexist. That would be really kind of cool. Been walking over 5 years. There you go, Wayne. Too woody for. Years ago, I still have to get out some. Duke says these goats. Almost off the debit pen. There you go. Well, man, a long time ago, I was, me and a coworker were up in buckets, and hell, I had a mild stroke and just collapsed. And he brought me down. They put this little heart monitor bullshit on me, and oh no, you need. And they thought I was diabetic, so I'm poking my finger and shit all the damn time. And then I started, and I'm like, hold on, man. And I just said no, and I changed my eating habits, started to exercise, and kind of think in terms of I don't drink alcohol, so I don't thin my blood out, and shit like that. And I just next thing you know, granted, I'm probably still borderline diabetic because I can't eat a bowl of ice cream and I can go to sleep. That's my nap medicine. If I need help going to sleep, I just eat me some ice cream or something, or like peanut butter because I didn't realize the sugar in peanut butter. Hey, Kush, love and blessings in Jesus' name. Amen, buddy. Goat's milk cheese is good. Oh, well, this is true. And then I gave up on pills and meds after my hernia surgery, back problem. Oh, yeah, I've lost all trust. So, for days of summer, when they're gone, it's too hot to fish. It's too hot for golf. It's too cold at home. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Afternoon, ma'am. Afternoon. That's how I got my blood sugar down completely. Changed my eating habits and foods. With that, the meds finally got it to where it needs to be. Well, I do no medical advice for nobody by any means. It's just I just, hey, it's just an opinion. They're like buttholes. Everybody's got one. Some of them are just more ranked than others. Planned on one or two. I might stay for three. Good. I hurt all the time still, but I do feel better and I'm getting stronger every day still. Now that I'm all natural. Right, Savage? That's what I'm talking about. I must look funny side saddle in my body. Man, I tell you what, I wish now, hindsight. So that's one of my hindsight moments. I wish I'd have kept mine and just made it into a trike now. But I didn't know what was in store, man. I just, I've spent the last, I guess, 8, 9 years, 10 years or some shit in this chair. And not even in this chair. I think I got this chair, and for like I think I had this chair for like 2 years or some shit before I even used it. They only used it like twice. I just was like, man, I was so bad back then. Now I just, you learn to adapt. It's like, okay, it's not going to change. So what do I do? Just sit here and go, because I don't want to do the medicine farm. I don't, that's just not my thing. I just keep my shit natural. It lets me tune out some of this real sharp nerve shit. Kind of helps slow me down to where I can I don't dwell on the hurt and shit. And some days are worse than today. I didn't get an early start this morning. That's by any means. Because man, after yesterday, I was exhausted, and and then then the typical, tiredness from just working muscles itself. And oh yeah, I think the reason why they give so many pills is to sedate people. Well, then it just gets you on the food chain. You know, you're a routine customer at that point. You know, and that's what sucks is that that's the mentality is how to perpetuate the customer instead of how about we solve it, solve the problem, fix the person, let them go on with life. There shouldn't be big business in medicine. Why is there big business in medicine? Oh, wait, it's because you people make shit food that then takes all our natural shit and weakens it. So we get sicker, we got weaker density and all this shit. Oh, see, I just get pissed off all over. I don't get my leg. Yeah, I wish I'd have kept mine as a trike though, Wayne. The reason why I got rid of mine, matter of fact, I went down. I left out of here the last ride I did. I told her, I said, you know, I just want to go for a ride. I need some wind therapy. And so I left and I got out on our farm market road out here and I took off and I got down to the T at the next farm market road. And when I stopped, I almost laid my bike over because I thought I moved my left leg, only I didn't. And I was like, oh, and so I had to catch myself and lean real hard. And it was like, okay, so then I got it back up. Well, then I literally just turned around and I rode back and I walked in and I told her going, I can't do it no more. My left leg is just going out. And that was the beginning of what I thought was the end. And man, it got bad. But see, there's where that mindset comes in. See, that's why I don't know, man. You can't put all the bullshit in your head. You can't listen to all the bullshit that's going on. That's going to affect you. I do believe that. I've walked it. I believe it. Because that's where I started getting, and then I just started getting depressed. It's like, well, I'm not going to get any better. That means tomorrow is going to suck just as bad as today, if not worse. Oh, great. That means next month at this same time, it's going to be worse than now. And oh, next year. And dude, I just had myself, I was bedbound. And then I started to kind of get up and be in this chair. And then it was like, oh, well, and it's like, but that was kind of, and then I got picked up a lot of energy from a lot of people with the internet. You know, once the started talking with everybody, and that was a good motivator. And then it kind of kicked in because there was an experience with the whole social environment, this digital platform. You know, it was just different. So that was a lesson to learn. And so then it's like, well, that started, and then that's when I recognized that, and then God just kind of reached in and slapped me upside the head and worked me over a little bit and was like, no, you're going to get up out of this. This isn't what you're here for. And so that's it. Just, you know, that's when I decided I got to put all the bullshit away, man. You know, put the negative shit out. I get it. I don't mind complaining about, you know, bad government shit. You know, I don't mind griping about Trump's dumbass little speech about the Epstein files. You know, but it's hard to find, no offense to a lot of people, to have a conversation with because it's one extreme or the other. You know, there's no just like, wow, I can like Trump. I like what he's doing. Think that's, you know, that's cool. No, I don't like this. So I think he's an asshole for this, you know, but this is, and it's just finding that medium. That's why watching that deal with Charlie Kirk was such a blessing because it was, you know, two opposing forces. For me, I noticed the speech, man. It's the talk that gets used. You know, I was listening like that Dave Smith guy and the Josh Hammer guy, the opposites, you know, but they're both using all these extreme kind of words to describe their point. And it's like, see, this is what's wrong. Because this is the way people think that this is the righteous way. And you know, and like I said, yeah, I've decided that, you know what, I was hitting the lick before I took the fall and then was down, and then the whole riots and COVID shit. And I just, I'm trying to figure out how to adapt this digital social life now, because that's who I am. That's who I was for 50 years of my life. I mean, that's who I am. I'm not the depressed person. I'm not the what I call the woe is me kind of. That's just not me. It's not who I am. And I'm not an emotional person. I mean, I am and I'm not. I just don't usually show it, because if somebody cares, you're going to know that they care. You shouldn't have to tell nobody. And that's where I'm that simple in life. People that really give a shit about you, you'll know it. You shouldn't have to ask them if they do. You know, and so I've always been real limited on friends. So that's the whole social thing was kind of new, and I'm just trying to figure it, because I know that there's a few of you that I think you really are, curious about how things go with me. You're concerned, and so it's keeping up those lines of communication. That's why I try to do what I do. That's why I got no narrative, man. I ain't. It'd be nice if we could go back and have some of the good old conversations like we used to, but it's, hey man, it is what it is. So now I come on, I talk with y'all for a little bit, share, because I know people are kind of curious. Hey, what's Risky doing? How'd that go? And it's like I feel like I let Pete some down, which probably shouldn't, but it's just me. That's just my choice, because I was wanted to do some more hatchlings, and I just things took a churn, and getting through that, and I haven't, and it's just like I still haven't gotten some other things finished, and it just so I do my own personal shame, so because I do, and I talk about it. And that's probably what freaks people out is like, oh, but see, I'm just open about my shit, so I got no problem telling people that I screwed up, and I guess I shouldn't have said that. I got no problem, dude. I mean, I've been on this ball of dirt for 60 years, and I've kind of done the whole walks of life. So I've done some bad shit, but I've done way more good shit, and I made it a point throughout my whole adult life to do better shit. So you guys just caught me at a time when I was at a downside too. It's not that I'm still a caring person. I'm just I don't know. Can't do all the drama and the he said she said, that the junior high bullshit, dude. And it's apparently that then makes trickles into whole nother things, and I'm like, wow, this is a whole social culture thing, and I'm just not. I just ain't part of that. This ain't hanging out and talking with you guys. Maybe, man, if I had a big enough spread, I'd invite everybody to come hang out. We could all shoot the shit while we do stuff in real life. I wouldn't care. I'm not a millionaire, so that'd be a no bueno por caca, mate. So hey, this is the next best thing. I've gotten to talk with some of y'all. Some of y'all I've met in real life. Some I didn't. Some have been here since day one. Indie Scat Pack. So I mean, it just. Which I know there's been other people that have been here like day one per se too, but I'm just like Indy's literally day one, as in Indy was in the thing going, I don't know, does this even work? Is it working? Is this am I on? So yeah. Between her and Brian, they were literally their first two. But and that's why I have never, if matter of fact, I can say anything that when I've said something at somebody directed, I have there's shit that's still up. I didn't take it down. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. So it's that situation. That was my reply. I was involved in it. I saw it. Here's my response. Bam. The other stuff. See, there were times, and it's like I'm involved, but I'm in the back of my head's going, "What are you doing?" Because I don't get involved, man. Because like people that are close to me, then we're close, so I kind of know what's going on. And so then now that's different. But the random like Hey, we talk for a few hours every now and then, and this dude was mean to me. So, and it's like, see, that's not me. And I've said that way before. You know, I don't just randomly pick up banners and be like, yeah. To me, that's what you see with the whole ICE riots, the BLM Antifa bullshit. You know, the whole trend. These groups. It's this following stuff because people just hear highlights and they like, yeah. You know, it's kind of like, look how long it took before this LGBTQ bullshit decided that, hey, well, you know what? We probably ought to say something out loud. Like, we're not into this kid shit. Okay. And it's like, oh, well, you take long enough to separate yourself. But see, that's these groups, man. They just people grab banners and run with them. And in this world, man, yeah, you can see it. There's good ones, I guess you could say, but then I'm not even behind that. It's like a Charlie Kirk banner. Yeah. Hold on. What's our issue? Okay, yep, I'm with that. No, I'm not really with that, so I can just kind of stay out of that. Yeah, I'm with that. You know, you just I don't know. Me and her were talking about that. It's kind of like it's weird because I feel weird just thinking and talking about it because it's like, but isn't this like adult thinking? Like this isn't. I don't remember classes on this shit growing up. I mean, didn't you just learn as an adult that you process thought yourself? I mean, life throws things at you and you process that, how you're going to deal with it. Sometimes you start out making bad choices, but at some point in life, or you end up 6 feet under and you learn not to make the bad choices. It's like the growing up syndrome. And it's just weird when the grown ups do it. So it says, sorry, I stepped away, had to clean, reload, accidentally sizzled off a fingerprint cookie off my occupational hazard. You all have been part of helping me. Right on, Wayne. Popsicle time. Actually, you know what you do? Uh, Go put warm water on it. Because when you put cold water, your body will just it'll still stay there because you're trying to forcibly cool it off. Wash your hands with warm water and just rub. And then by the time you're done washing your hands with the warm water, all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, that doesn't. Now it's gone. Indie breaking the home. Oh yeah, 15 years trying to get back on my feet. Right on, Wayne. Kush, what you got? There's a video, and you have a young boy who had an open visual awakening. You see. Oh, that's awesome, Kush. Seems to me like you start out as a liberal when you're young. Start getting older, you try to become more. Kind of, sort of, quarter. You know, kind of, sort of. And I think it's because you're in discovery mode as a young person, and then as you kind of then have, which like growing up in that time, this time I don't know, I can't really connect with this. My generation, my age, you when you got your house or you had your apartment, that kind of then shifted. If you had once you got your place, it started to process the accountability, budgeting, the conservative side of things, conserving this and not pissing through the money. And I don't know, man. Somewhere along the way, it got wild. Coffee flavor. Lead singer announced more house performances. Oh, cool. I guess that's a good thing. I guess they're a good band. How long have I been on here? I just kind of got to talking shit. 2 hours, 15 minutes. I done chased off half the people. That is funny because I started talking, there's like 27, 28, and then now there's like 18 or something. And it's like, well, and it's like everything, what I just said wasn't meant in an antagonistic, insultive kind of way. It's really just a like, If you think that some of that applied, then just think about that and going, damn, and dude, if you're cool with that, whoever, if it's like, yeah, that's why I want to, there you go, man. I mean, do you, boo? I just, in case you weren't aware, maybe there you go. But it is what it is. Okay, got to get busy figuring out how these 10 solar panels, there it went. Solar panels are going to be orientated on my roof. Got to put the braces up for them to mount to. Ooh, yay. Well, you picked a hell of a time, you goober. So I know, hey, look, it's 1:15 in the afternoon. I think I'm going to get on the roof. I need to mount some braces. I mean, yeah, the smart thing would be to do it like early in the morning when the roof was cooled off overnight. But hey, I'm never sure. Oh, you got it, Kush. Uh, Later, Rabbit. Get her done. Okay, been here over 2 hours now. I need to take a nap. Hope you all have a good day. Smile, make someone smile, and have a good one. Roger that. No quarter. Make it a good day. Yeah, but see, now that you know, you can kind of like, okay, reference it. And then now in the morning when it's cooler to get up there is when you actually do them. The shorts are badass. I think these are like Walmart specials. Oh, my shorts. See, I was thinking my shorts. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I showed my shorts, but I think they're just Walmart's. But you mean the shorts? Yeah. I was going to try to do more of those. And I couldn't believe so many people watched the one. When I was just said something to think about. That was it's pretty wild. Otter Pops get like 100 for $5. Oh, yeah. Get the box and put them in the freezer. Yeah, I wish I could grow a garden outside. I'm still trying to get the dead trees down. Going into lurk mode. Make it a good day, by the way, Rabbit, if you're still lurking. Be safe. Don't fall off the damn roof. I'm still trying to get okay. Yep. Have great fellowship. Till next time. Right on, Kush. Peace, brother. Blessings. Prayers of wisdom and strength, sir. Jesus, look out for you. Not me. I done outdoors by about 9:30 a.m. About noon time, watering time for the chickens soon. Yeah. Look, we got a thing. We're probably going to get some rain this afternoon. I got a kind of king. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I did. But this is just me nowadays. It seems like I concoct some idea and I go to get it and then I'll figure it out. Ain't no grand plan. I just wing it. If you get the hashtags and the right picture, the shorts can take off. Oh yeah, but if I started that kind of approach, then I would feel like I would need to provide something. A legitimate product. Mike and Livingston, man, Hudson Valley, they got, there's a product. You got content. I mean, I just see, I'm not really, that's like the editing. That's why I don't edit really anything. Because to be honest, I go, well, shit, okay, I recorded that. Well, now what do I do? Sit here and then and then I just find myself, it's like, well, I'll just sit here longer than I want to. I don't want to sit here. So then that's why I just decided, you know what, I'll go live and y'all can just watch me do if I do something, and then there you go. And especially shit. If you're gonna, you do all that cool footage and stuff and all that, and I get it. I just ain't got the time. probably if I could move around normal and just do things like in stride, then, just knock shit out, it'd be different. But it's physically taxing, but I ain't whining, I ain't bitching. I'm grateful that I can do it. But some days just take a bigger toll than others, you know. Hey, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out with me on a Monday. Got the rest of the week to go. Make it a good day. And just, man, keep in mind, you can do whatever you put your mind to do. The only, you're your worst enemy. So think of positive stuff. Think of accomplishments. Think of growing things. Think of, things that go forward. Don't think of the things that drag down. Don't, I don't know. Try to avoid the bullshit. Stick with the good shit. There's enough self-serving negative shit just floating out here. You kind of gotta make your own positive bubble, man. You kind of gotta make your own way in things. And hey, I might check in with y'all again tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if I can come up with some idea that works on this side, and I'll share this with y'all. What I've thought about doing is if I do record myself doing stuff, I might just release that as a premiere itself for whatever it's worth, and then there you go. People would still be able to hang out and chat amongst everybody, and then you could I wouldn't be participating, but at least you'd see what I did. Just to let you know that you can do it. Ain't no bionicle man, ain't no, oh yeah, it's all that, ain't no super medicine. I really, I do have a strong faith and a belief in God, so I think that that's a big help. But see, that's something that I think of, so that it's in what's in my head. Do I have belief in a creator that he's looking out for me and that he provides me with the strength? Well, that is me, and that's my faith. So whatever works for you, there is a creator, and he's waiting for you to talk to him, but it is what it is. I'm not preaching to nobody. I don't think that's my calling. I think my calling is just to show you that you are designed. You're physically capable of achieving so much. You just have to slow your roll. Start thinking about it. Even if I'm 60 years old. I've been running and gunning. I get it. But if you don't have to be that old to do that. Take a deep breath and slow down for a minute and realize that there's something to be said about slowing down for a moment. So much shit is being bombarded at us, especially with this whole digital media crap, man. So just slow down. Take a pause. Get outside. Listen to the mower in the background. Play some music and just chill. Watch some birds fly around and just realize that the world is not going to shit yet. People are real quick to tell you how bad the world is, and not too many people want to encourage you that we're still here. So, hey man, I ain't preaching at y'all. I just really want to encourage people because there is so much negative shit out there, and there's all this crap talk, and man, it's got things so jacked up, and I think we're fixing to be on the verge of losing everything again. If people don't learn to slow down, I think we're fixing to find out that things get worse than what they were the last 4 years. Because they got so many people confused, man. They got so many people dividing up, clicking up, and you got all these groups and all this shit, dude. And there does need to be some kind of unity. There needs to be at least, hey man, we're Americans. We love our country. Can we get under that banner? I don't care what color shirt you wear. I don't care what kind of hat you wear. I don't care what kind of shoes you wear. I don't care what kind of music you listen to. Do you love this country? And then if we talk, can you be respectful? Well, we're off to a good start right there. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. I will find this, I'll say it up front. If you don't love the country, not the administration, the country, then I don't understand why you're even here and why you worry about it. So there's that, man. Hey, y'all are capable of doing whatever you put your mind to. Remember that. You got something tough, it might hurt. Take a deep breath. Realize that you're in control of that. It's your brain that makes these decisions. All you got is pain sensors telling you what's fired off. Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes I wonder if it isn't like a junior high. And there have been moments when it seemed like an elementary playground. It's been rather strange. It's been a weird experience, I must say. But hey, y'all make it a good day. You get to decide how you want to look at something. Stub your toe, you can worry about how you stub your toe and that piece of furniture or whatever it was is a piece of crap, and or you can just go, holy shit, that really stung, and then immediately focus your thoughts on something else so you don't linger in the shit. Embrace the suck and move on. Roger that. Hey, y'all make it a good day. Appreciate you. It's a motivating Monday. So get motivated, peeps. Peace.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke, but a couple of tears don't make you weep. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see.
Hey, if anybody sees Miss Loretta, maybe recommend she could always put a chair back behind that door after she goes in, and that might help her feel a little safer too. Bar the door with like a chair at the doorknob kind of deal.
You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Keep the shotgun in the family. Raise your babies by the book. And keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't let I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody. Peace. Make it a good day. America.